Okay, so at this point, I've got my base makeup all done and ready to go. I have my foundation. I didn't put any concealer on. I have my blush, as you can see, and my blush comes with a little bit of a highlighting in it, so you can see a little bit of shine right there. I also have a little bit of contour over here, and I think it's clearer from this side because of the lighting. And that's about all I have on my face right now. So I'm just gonna go and dive ahead into the eye makeup because that's what you're here for today. And I'm gonna be using my Urban Decay Naked3 eye palette right here. And opening it, you're gonna see all the different shades that I'll be using. So I will tell you which are the shades I will be using at every step of the way. Okay, now I'm gonna take up my eyeshadow brush right here, my trusty eyeshadow brush, and I will create the very first step, a base for my eye color. So I will be using Nooner. Okay, Nooner, that's the shade I'll be using as the base. So I'm going to be sitting a bit closer to the camera so you can see my eye makeup as I go along. So I'm just gonna tap my eyeshadow brush on there, tap off excess, and just apply Nooner all over my eyelid. And I try to go a little bit higher when it's towards the inside of my eye. And I'll do the same for the other eye, using the same color. Okay, that's the base color that I have on. Now the next color I'll be using is a pretty dark shade for the outer corners of my eyes, and I'm going to be using Dark Side, the second darkest color in the palette right here. And I will just dab a little bit of it, tap off excess of my brush, and just lightly dab the color on the outer. Dab the color on the outer corner of my eye. Okay, so you can see there's a little bit of shade right there. Just gradually build the color on as you go along. And then once you think, you know, you kind of have the intensity that you want, then you just go ahead and blend that out. Blend it towards the inside of the eye and also towards the outside of it. And I'm also going to be using a little bit of the same shade on the inner corner of my eye and just over here. And again, I'm blending it in by dabbing it first onto where I want the color to be the most intense, and then just slowly blending it out towards the inner part or the middle of the eye. Okay, so that creates some kind of a depth to the eye. And I'll do the same for the other eye now that this one's done. The thing about adding dark eyeshadow colors to your eye is that you need to add them a little bit by a little bit at a time, because if you add too much at one go, then it's gonna be tricky to take them off, as opposed to just adding them on in layers. Now once that's done, I'm going to add the next shade, Trick. Where is Trick? This one. It's a gold shade. It's very pretty. And I'm going to be adding it to the middle of both of my eyes so that it creates a really eye-popping effect. Just gonna grab the same eyeshadow brush that I've been using and just dab it onto my gold, Trick it's called, and just put it in the middle right there. And I'll do the same for the other eye. I feel like the dark color on the right side of my eye is darker than what I have on my left. So I'm going to just add a little bit of the dark color and just touch it up right there again. I don't know, sometimes it could just be the light, so that's why it's really important to be working under even lighting conditions as far as possible. But because I'm doing a video right now, I have like natural light this way, and I'm trying to balance it out using a ring light on the other side. Okay, I think it looks a bit more balanced now. And then, as usual, just blend everything. Okay, to soften up the look a little. And finally, I'm going to add a little bit of pink. It's the shade in Buzz, this one. Okay, so you can see it. It's Buzz, and I'll be adding the shade to just like over here to kind of like help the gold and the dark color blend better together and look like it has a little more of a gradient. Okay, so I'm using again my same brush. I always only apply my eyeshadow using one brush. Okay, so I'm just dabbing the color across the two, just at the top part of it. Alright, and I'll do the same for the other eye. And now all I need to do is just blend everything with a blending brush. You could use also the same eyeshadow brush that you used to put on all your colors, but just make sure that it has been cleaned on a piece of tissue so that all the color is not on the brush head anymore. Okay, so like I still have some color on mine, so that's why I'm just going to use a blending brush for this. Alright, so now my eye colors are all done. I'm just going to line them with, I don't know what kind of color you call this, but like a bronze, metallic, purple, brinjal kind of color. And I'm using a crayon eyeliner by Anya Bay. I got this in France some years back when I was just randomly window shopping for makeup, and I found this and I've really liked this color. The color itself is 19, it's shade 19, and it's called Brun Metal, which means like metallic brown, I'd say. So this is one of my favorite eye crayons when I just need to have a little bit of shimmer, but yeah, something that's natural because it's brown, so I would go for this one. Okay, so I am going to use this crayon eyeliner to line my eyes, both at the top and at the bottom as well. So right at the top, just going over what I've already drawn or colored on. I'm using a brown metallic color because it's more natural looking than something which is black. I mean, you can go ahead to use something black too, but for a makeup look that is kind of having a rose gold theme in it, you would want it to be a bit softer than a dramatic cat eye, say, for example. So, okay, I'm just drawing my eyeliner. Now, when you're drawing your eyeliner, always make sure that it starts from a thinner line to a thicker one at the end. Even if it's not going to be really obvious, the effect is going to make a big difference, as opposed to if you use the same thickness from the inside of your eye all the way to the outside of it. Alright, so you can see that this color that I'm using, it blends really nicely into what other colors that I already have on my eye. So I'm just gonna do the other eye as well. Okay, so now that I've lined the top lids of both my eyes, I'm going to line the bottom of it. Now when you line the bottom of your eyelids, I always start from the outer corners, and then just softly and gently go towards the inside of the eye, and then just very gently add the color on the inside of it. Okay, so it's again, use the same rule as I taught you by, having a thinner line on the inside of the eye going towards a thicker line on the outside. So it's the same rule you're gonna apply when you're using eyeliner on your bottom eyelids. Okay, so using very softly, just add some color to the bottom of your eyelids, and then just gradually, slowly and gently go towards the inside of it, gradually thinning the thickness of your eyeliner. Okay, so now that one's done, I'm going to be doing the same for the other eye. Alright, now both my eyes are done with the color, and the next thing to do is to add some mascara, curl my lashes and all that. So as per usual, I'm going to be curling my lashes using my trusty Shiseido eyelash curler, and followed by my Japanesque mini lash curler for the outer corners of my eyes. I have shown you how to do this before in my other video, so I'm just going to skip ahead this part, and I'll leave the link to my other video in the comments or in the video description below. Just to tell you, I'm going to be using my brow mascara from Bourjois to tidy up the lashes, the lash strands, and then I will top that up with some brow powder from Heavy Rotation, and then after that I'm going to add some color on my lips, which I will talk a little bit about later, and then my final look will be complete. Now you want to keep your brows natural looking, so nothing that's too intense or too drawn in or too fake looking. Okay, so I'm picking a color that matches my hair color the best, my natural hair color the best. Now, because this is a smoky eye look, you can't either have just brows that are just filled in a little bit to look too natural, because the smoky eye look is not natural, right? So you got to at least have a little bit of structure in there. Alright, so finally my brows are done, and the last thing to do is to add some color on my lips. Now, because your eye color is something that's a bit smoldering, it's really nice, you put some effort in it, and it's rose gold. You don't want to take attention away from your eyes with a lip color that is too dramatic or too dark or too bright. So you need to pick something that's a little more muted. You could stick with a color that's a neutral pink, or something that is a bit more tawny, a bit like brown rose kind of color. And I'm going to be using a shade from Kiko Milano, which is one of my favorite European beauty brands. Now, where is it? So this is my one of my favorite lip colors, and I'm going to be restocking on this next time I get to France. So looking at the color when it comes out, it's a very nice rosy pink color. It's going to look good if it's in the day, or if it's at night, or if it's in the evening, whatever the time of the day is, this lip color cannot go wrong. So the shade I have is 613. I think the print has kind of like gone off a little bit, but I think it is 613. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this color on. Now, at the end of this entire look, you know, I feel like something's a little missing. Like if it's going to be in the evening, you want your lips to have a little bit more shine. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of gloss to the middle parts of both my upper and lower lip. And this is the lip gloss from Bobbi Brown, and it's called Pink Sequin 13. I don't know if you can see that, but it says Pink Sequin 13 High Shimmer Lip Gloss, and it's one of my favorite glosses from Bobbi Brown because you can just wear it on its own for a very natural day look that doesn't add much color to your lips. So I'm just gonna put it a little at the bottom and a little at the top. And that's all I have. This is the entire rose gold eye makeup tutorial. The last thing to do, of course, is to let your hair down. Comb it, style it, do whatever you want with it. And the best thing is if you have hair that's brown or dark brown kind of color, golden brown kind of color, it's gonna go very well with the rose gold eye makeup that you've just done. You might also decide to just put your hair half up or do a little braid or something, and that would be wonderful, but I am quite lazy when it comes to my hair, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. You know, maybe just like that, and that would be for me styling my hair. Well, I hope you have learned something from this tutorial, and in case you forgot, let's do a quick recap. So all the colors I have on my eyes right now are from my Naked3 Urban Decay palette, which I got as a present some time ago, maybe when it first launched, and as you can see, the colors coming off in some of the parts of the gold. But anyhow, the colors I have on my eyes, okay, so I'm just gonna show you. So as the base, I have Nooner, for those of you who also have the Urban Decay Naked3 palette, and that is followed by Dark Side. Dark Side, it's the color that I have on the outer corners and the inner corners of my eyes. And then I have Trick, which was the third color I applied on the middle part of my eyes. Okay, and finally I used Buzz, this pink one just beside Trick, Buzz, to kind of like blend the dark color on the outer corner of the eye with the gold color on the inside of the eye by applying it here, just on where my finger is pointing at. Okay, so over that area I have Buzz, and that is all. As for my eyeliner, I picked a metallic bronze brinjal purple kind of color, and this is the eye color from Anya Bay Cosmetics, and so this is the color that I've been using, and this is the eye color that I use to line my eyes at the top and at the bottom of it. Alright, and then finally just put, you know, some mascara, curl your lashes, and put some accent lashes on the outer corners of your eyes. And then, you know, just do your brows, put some lip color on, put a little gloss if you like, and then voila, you're done. So thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos and tutorials like this one, and I'll see you next time. Bye!